Thaddeus Sharpe loosened his brown leather jacket and shoved his way into the low-beamed tavern. A fire glowed like a captured demon in the long ceramic stove, and the smoky air wrapped itself around him in a stifling blanket. At long tables, men in long shirts and blousy trousers clanked glasses of vodka and thumped mugs of gira, the fermented drink made from rye bread favored by Lithuanian peasants. A heavy smell of sweat mixed with the sharp tint of vodka and the earthy slop of gira. The autumn evening was already well underway, and the red-faced men shouted more than they talked. Candles stood upright on the tables in cracked saucers to provide light. Dante cocked his good eye at the room and clacked his brass beak from his perch on Thad's shoulder. Several of the men turned to stare at Thad when he blew in. He tensed and automatically felt for the long knife in his sleeve. "Shut the damn door!" one of them barked in what Thad assumed was Lithuanian. Thanks to his mother, Thad spoke a number of Eastern European and Baltic languages, and his father had liked to joke that once you learned 3 of them, the 4th came free. Thad slammed the door, and most of the men went back to their drinking. 2, however, continued to stare at him.
"Dummy, dummy, dummy,"
Dante muttered in Thad's ear.
"Stare and stare, here and there,"
he squawked. "Shut it." Thad's jaw was set in a line, and his brown eyes were hard. Dark hair curled beneath a workman's cap, and he had no beard, but there his resemblance to the men in the tavern ended. His lean build, long leather jacket, and stout boots made him stand out among plain Lithuanian homespun. The ratty brass parrot on his shoulder didn't help. Maybe he should duck out again and look for a way in through the back. The 2 men, both large and calloused, got up from their long benches and strode across the sticky tavern floor before Thad could retreat. One of them loomed over Thad, his breath heavy with vodka. "I have heard your parrot," he said in thick Lithuanian. "You are the men who kills clockworkers. Many, many clockworkers."